Hello, deadlings. Welcome back to Exploring the Entity, where killers, survivors, and secrets collide. I'm your co-host, Mark.
And Ducati. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about status effects. Please make sure to switch over to the visual side if you would like to see the icons and kind of see some of the wording visually. Alrighty, status effects indicate the special effects or afflictions that the player is currently being affected by. Effects can have up to 3 levels and are dedicated by the amount of chevrons on the icon. The more of those, the more potent the effect is. Timed effects also have a thicker bar around them, as indicated by the image on this slide. And yellow ones indicate a buff, a positive effect, and red ones indicate a debuff, a negative effect. Status effects are always located on the right side of your screen above the perk diamond. You can only see the effects targeting you.
First, we'll start off with Blessed, which is a buff for only survivors and occurs when inside the 24 meters of a boon totem. Lasts as long as you're inside of the boon totem area, and all boon totem perks cause this effect.
Next, we have Blindless. The buff is applied to survivors and killers. When affected, players lose all aura reading abilities from base games and perks. The exception is essential aura readings from the killer's personal power. Many add-ons and perks cause the blindness status effect. Some examples being Hex the Third Seal, Knockout, Mindbreaker, Residual Manifest, and many more.
Now we'll do Bloodlust, which is a buff for killer and causes the killer to gain a movement speed due to prolonged chases. After chasing a survivor for a period of time, it increases up to level 3.
Next, we're going to Broken. Broken is a debuff for survivors. Players are no longer able to be healed or heal themselves past the injured state. Killer add-ons such as B-Movie Poster and the Legion Pin cause this effect, as well as perks, Clean Break, Deliverance, and For the People.
Now we'll do Cursed, which is a debuff for survivors. It occurs when being affected by an active Hex Totem. It happens with all Hex Totem perks in the game currently.
Next, we have Deafened. It is a debuff for survivors and killers. Your audio is muffled for a short time, and you hear a tetanus-like whistling sound. This is caused by using the items Flashbang and Firecracker, and perks Blast Mine and Knockout cause this effect as well.
Now for Deep Wound. This is a debuff for survivors, and it displays a special health bar. Drains when a survivor is not running, mending, or being mended by other survivors, and if the timer runs out, the survivor goes into the dying state. Some killers cause this through their personal powers and add-ons, and survivor perks such as Dead Hard, For the People, Inner Strength, Made for This, Off the Record, Soul Guard, and We're Gonna Live Forever also cause this effect.
Next, we have Endurance. This is a buff for survivors, and perks like Borrow Time, Dead Hard, Made for This, Off the Record, Soul Guard, and We're Gonna Live Forever offer this effect. It also occurs when you get unhooked both from personal chance and someone unhooking you.
Now we'll do Exhausted, which is a debuff applied to survivors. It prevents you from using any exhaustion perks, and players recover over time when not running, immediately after being unhooked. Killers can cause this effect through add-ons. It also occurs when holding the Xenomorph's Flame Turret. Currently 20 survivor perks cause it as well, and it is caused in 2v8 if you play the Escapist class.
Exposed is a debuff for survivors. Being hit with a basic attack will immediately put you in the dying state. A sound cue happens for the survivors being currently affected by it. Endurance effect can shield you and just make you go into the deep wound effect instead. There are many killer add-ons and survivor perks that cause this. Additionally, Pink Glyphs, Ghostface Night Shroud, and Heal You expose you from in-game event Twist and Masquerade.
Now we have Glyph, which is a debuff that is currently exclusive to the killer side. Only cost after interacting with the orange glyph, and you will experience longer recovery for missed basic attacks and pallet stuns. Slower action speed for the break and damage actions as well.
Hemorrhage is a debuff for survivors. Players produce more pools of blood. You also lose partial healing progress at a minus 7% per second if not fully healed. It is currently caused by about 18 killer add-ons, and killer perks Blood Echo, Sloppy Butcher, Vigil, and Scourge Hook Weeping Wounds cause it as well.
Now for haste. It is a buff for survivors and killers and causes a movement speed increase. You can get this through many different add-ons, killer perks, and powers. Additionally, you get a 10% haste bonus when you're unhooked, and a 25% haste bonus from the Halloween event Pumpkins. Also the 2v8 escape class and the Trapper team perk.
Hindered is a debuff for survivors and killers. It is a decrease of movement speed. You can get it through multiple add-ons, perks, and killer powers. Using an AMP for singularity and a remote flamethrower turret from the Xenomorph causes it to trigger as well. Interacting with a trick pumpkin and a party chest from the Twisted Masquerade event causes it to trigger as well.
Incapacitated. It is a debuff for survivors. Causes you to be unable to interact with certain props or other survivors, such as blessing or cleansing totems, healing or mending other survivors, repairing generators, sabotaging hooks, and using items. Happens also when holding the Xenomorph's remote flame turret, and additionally through Twins' power Blood Bond and Pinhead's Summon of Pain, and lastly, Huntress's add-on Weighted Head.
Mangled is a debuff to survivors only. Survivors take 25% longer to be healed for one health state. There are many killer add-ons that cause this effect as well. Killer perks Scourge Hook Weeping Wounds, Sloppy Butcher, and Vigil also cause this effect to occur.
The Oblivious status effect. It is a debuff to survivors when certain conditions are met. You become unable to perceive the killer's terror radius and won't hear the heartbeat. Many perks and add-ons trigger this effect. Killers such as Twins, Nightmare, Demo, and Cenobite's powers trigger it as well. Also, interacting with a blue glyph also gives you this effect.
Revealed is a debuff for survivors only in the 2v8 game mode. It reveals the auras of targeted survivors, and this occurs when triggered by the Huntress team skill, Shared Killer Skill 1, and Shared Killer Skill 2.1.
Vision. This mechanic allows the extension of the range of how far an aura reading ability can be. This mechanic is currently only used on one perk, which is open-handed.
Undetectable is a buff for killers only, and effects include suppressing the terror radius, suppressing the red stain, blocks aura reading abilities from survivors, suppresses the Stinger SFX jump scare, and enables the smoky screen VFX as well.
On the second side we have, many killer add-ons cause this status effect, mainly being the iridescent ones. Quite a bit of perks trigger it as well. Additionally, the following killers have it included in their power: Onryo, Myers, Skull Merchant, Pig, Ghostface, Demo, Chucky, Wraith, and Dredge.
Next, we have the Madness status effect. It is a debuff to survivors playing against the Doctor. There are 3 tiers, and you can reset once you hit tier 3 and get the ability to snap out of it. You are not able to lose Madness once you have gained it. You receive 0.5 points for the shock therapy and plus 1 point for static blast.
At tier 1, which is 1 point, character icons show a sphere with horizontal stripes, and survivors scream upon hitting the tier, giving the Doctor your aura and a loud noise notification. You receive a 33% chance of having a Madness skill check.
Tier 2, which equals 2 points. The character icon shows a sphere with vertical stripes and survivor screen upon hitting the tier and gives the doctor a loud noise notification and your aura is revealed. You get a 33% chance of having a madness skill check, and survivors will begin to see illusionary doctors. At this tier, the doctor can also see these illusionary doctors as long as they're running certain add-ons.
At Tier 3, which is 3 points, the character icon shows a sphere with TV static around it. Survivors scream upon hitting the tier, and every few seconds your aura is revealed and a loud noise notification happens for the doctor. You receive a 100% chance of having a madness skill check, and survivors will see illusionary doctors, and survivors are prevented from performing many actions till they snap out of it.
Next, we have Elusive. This is a buff for survivors. It suppresses grunts of pain when injured, suppresses the creation of scratch marks and pools of blood. It blocks auras from being revealed, and the add-on dual knife causes this effect, and survivor perks A Place for Us, extrasensory perception, and self-preservation also happens when the status effects occurs.
Thank you for joining us here at Exploring the Entity. We want to relay to you how grateful we are for each and every one of you. Please forgive any mistakes and potential technical difficulties as we figure out this new chapter in our lives.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Exploring the Entity and check us out on the visual side on YouTube at Exploring the Entity DVD. Until next time, deadlings, keep your eyes on the shadows. Listen for the claws, because the fog doesn't just surround you, it waits for you.